Gary Nasai Minasan. Today we're gonna talk about Ohsama Sentai King Ohger episode 19, and this is one episode that I would say it is a fun episode itself. And I realized in Ohsama Sentai they actually have quite a lot of episodes like this where throughout the entire episode it is just about fun time, like an action scene and a lot of crazy fun thing. Okay, because I really felt like this way of storytelling is really different from what I watch from Kamen Rider itself, because like most of the time when you watch a Kamen Rider episode, like they are gonna have a lot of things, they are setting up a lot of things in every single episode for the future episode itself. So seeing episodes such as this episode in Ohsama Sentai, I don't really have quite a lot of things to say, but I still really enjoy what we saw in this episode. Okay, but so with that being said, we are gonna jump straight into kind of like talking about every single little detail that we can talk about in this episode. So the first thing we get to see obviously is Rackless. He is being held hostage by the Bugnarak, and it really makes me curious, like, so is Rackless strong or is he not strong at all? Because like, if I would say he would definitely be able to henshin into like old Kuwagara Ohger and kind of like just protect the people. If he really want to kind of like try to protect his identity as a good king, he would just escape from the castle and he's gonna find a way to like rally some of the guard together to protect them, something like that. Okay, so I'm really curious to see like why is Rackless acting such like in a such a weak manner in this episode. I kind of like understand in a story writing perspective, because they really want to portray Rackless as weak and unable to settle this issue by himself, so that the rest of the Rangers is gonna just come into the play and kind of like rescue him, something like that. I would say that is like on purpose, but I still don't understand like why, like, you know, like in the lore perspective, it doesn't really make sense for Rackless to actually do this. And even for Duga, okay, I really, wow, that guy, man, like that loyal guy, loyal faithful servant of Rackless, like he is like legit, man, like he is legit loyal. Like he says, I am your sword, something like this. But I'm not sure what is gonna be his outcome after what happened in this episode. Like, is he really gonna misunderstood Rackless for kind of like pointing the sword at him, like, and then he actually like goes into fear, something like that? So I'm really not sure. Okay, like is he still gonna be loyal to Rackless? Like, I mean, like, are we even gonna see Rackless having a significant role in the story in the future? All of this we are really not sure, okay, because like what is to come next is the movie, and we saw in the movie, and what we expect from the movie itself is gonna be the trials of the kings. Okay, we're gonna see the king going through different trials from the previous king, so that is gonna be really interesting. Okay, but one guy that is missing from the loyal servant of Rackless is that fat short guy. Okay, that fat short guy is nowhere to be seen, and I would say this would kind of like be seen as a kind of like a confirmation that the fat guy is actually the prime minister of the Bugnarak Empire itself. So that is really kind of like, in a sense, conforming like a lot that theory that a lot of us that already have. So that is really fun. But with that being said, let me just move on to the next thing. I would say, like, even though like earlier on I said like Rackless acting weak is like kind of like not according to the law of the story, that is not his character, something like that, but it is still quite refreshing to actually see, like, especially when Yanma and Jeremy have a kind of like overpower Rackless, kind of like and honestly speaking, I really think that Yanma is trying to kill Rackless and to really trying to end Rackless' life, but turns out it is just a prank. Okay, it turns out to be just the fat joke. What the hell, man? Like, when I see that, I was like, Yanma, why do you do this, man? Like, Yanma. And the worst thing of all is that for Rita perspective, since Yanma already pulled a prank on Ruckless by kind of like scaring him and threatening his life, something like that, that has kind of like cut off the crimes of Ruckless for trying to kill Yanma back in Nonkosopa. And this is something that I just don't freaking understand, man. Like how does the law work in Ohsama Sentai, man? Like Rita, oh man, like I think this is like the moment that we realize that Rita is still just a girl, okay? Like she is the supreme justice, but damn, like when you put your supreme justice on someone, I don't know, man. Like that doesn't count, man. Like you can definitely still hold Ruckless for his crime. His crime is not only like trying to kill Yanma, okay? His crime is so much more, like dealing with the Bugnarak, working together with the Bugnarak, and kind of like lying to the citizen. We are not sure what else Ruckless actually do to the people, but definitely something more, I would assume, okay? So seeing like Yanma prank turns backfired and they are not kind of like able to just trial Ruckless and throw him into the jail of the Gokhan is really, really sad. But one thing that I really love is that next week we are actually gonna see the trials, the combat trial once again, and we're gonna see a battle between Gira and Ruckless once again, okay? So that is gonna be really, really fun, especially now that both of them have some time to review their strength and to show who actually is gonna be the winner in the fight next week itself, okay? Because next week is gonna be really, really fun. I hope that it is gonna be more than just action scene. I really hope that they are gonna give us a lot of emotional dialogue, a lot of great writing, because I am excited for it, okay? But moving forward, I really love one other thing that they did in this episode is that they did not actually reduce the strength of Daigok, okay? Like they really did not reduce the strength of Daigok. Gira is not able to scratch Daigok at all without using the Founder's Crown. And even when he uses the Founder's Crown, like Daigok is still able to hold against the King Ohger itself. So that is really amazing. That is really like good. Like they did not forget how strong Daigok actually is. So that is a good thing. But one thing that I love even more is they don't actually allow the Diamond Bugnarak to finish his name. That is so stupid, and I just love it, okay? Like he has been trying to introduce himself for the entirety of the fight and no one give a shit what is his name actually is. So man, like I just love that humor. That is so funny. I love it and I really enjoy it. But that is all from me for Ohsama Sentai King Ohger episode 19. This is definitely a really fun episode, like I said, but it is also that episode that really doesn't actually give anything for the audience to speculate, to kind of like to guess what is the story is gonna be moving forward. But maybe one thing that we can actually think about is like what is gonna be the story after Ruckless, after they handle Ruckless, what is gonna be next. And I have a feeling that we are finally gonna delve into fully the plot of the Fury of the Gods, okay? Because that is like one other thing that they need to settle before they can move forward. One of the scene of the past that they need to settle before they can move forward into the future itself. So with that being said, that is all from me. Hope you enjoy. If you made it this far into the video, I have one word for you, and that is magnet. I want you to comment this word in the comment section below to let me know that you actually finished the video. Why magnet, you might be asking to yourself? Because like when I actually saw like all the King Ohgers like sticking together, it actually reminded me of how magnets actually works, like how they kind of like stick together like magnets, something like that. So yeah, magnet is the word. I'll be seeing you guys. I hope you enjoy, and I'll be maybe bye bye. Okay, see you, sayonara, bye bye.